Clearly, Alberta has been the victim or the beneficiary, if you will, of a natural resource income. And we've had two examples of collapse of energy prices, which have had a dramatic impact on the government income and its ability then to carry out the responsibilities it has in serving its citizens. First of all, I can go back to the National Energy Program, which of course was a very serious federal initiative, which really attempted to intrude on the resource ownership, management, and control that's set out in the Constitution of Canada in favor of the provinces. That had a dramatic impact back in 1980, and the battle that went on between Alberta, supported by some of the other provinces, Quebec in particular, at that time, the province of Quebec, not the federal parliamentary members from Quebec, but the government of the province, supported Alberta during that time. And that resulted, of course, in quite a constitutional struggle on that issue. And then in 1986, the oil price collapsed. And for the first time, Alberta ran a deficit in many years. And that led to a series of deficits which were very challenging to overcome. When oil prices and natural gas prices rebounded, when Premier Klein came into office, they were able to pay off that debt and put some money away for the future. Okay, so now in the last year, we saw oil prices rise to unprecedented levels, and then all of a sudden collapse. And with that collapse, so did the revenues of the province. Therefore, this up-down revenue stream issue is a huge challenge for any government to meet. Because during the process of having the bounty years, if I can put it that way, the demand for public services increased substantially. And that applies particularly in the field of health, where healthcare costs are rising and will continue to rise because of an aging population. Although Alberta's population isn't aging at the same level as other parts of Canada. We have a somewhat younger population here. But nonetheless, as you see the demand for more and the more elaborate medical procedures, new and more expensive drug therapies being advanced and demanded, the costs are very difficult to control. And when your income declines dramatically and all of a sudden it puts you into a deficit position, and people don't like that.
True. No.
So those are the big challenges, I think, facing any government in this province in the future. Now, to his credit, Premier Klein established a sustainability fund. And from that, there should be enough revenues or enough savings to help us get through this period of a downturn in energy prices. But we are still very reliant on that as a source of revenue as a province. Now, you combine with that the issues that are now facing the province in terms of environmental issues and the demands that are being made elsewhere to curtail our energy exploration, particularly in the oil sands. There's a big public relations issue that has to be dealt with there, not just in Canada, but in the world. We've seen examples of that within the last few months in Copenhagen and elsewhere. So I'm kind of glad I'm not there anymore to have to deal with these things, but they're certainly challenges that are facing any government that this province sees fit to elect.